Talking with Jodi. I think that's the spin-off's name, so. And what's really fucking cool about this one, and this is something that Darren and I used to do when we had several cameras, especially up in the mountains when we're in the RV and the van up in the mountains. Some of the RV and van are in Sam's Club, Walmart parking lot, stuff like that. Jeez, we've had some fucking serious adventures, dudes. Is that we would film with more than one camera, the same subject with more than one camera, sometimes. I don't know why we stopped, or it was just whatever was convenient was what we did. You know how we work. We start a spin-off and do one episode and then forget it, or lose all the shit that need to be for it. Like we had geography, and that one, honest to God, that one we should still do it, or I should do it. But I did talk to Darren yesterday on the phone for the first time in 4 months, and he's got more permanent housing now. He's out of the shelter into more permanent housing, and they're going to get him on disability and permanent housing. And so, somewhere away from me, but in Santa Fe. I gotta get me a cookie. Oh, asking you shall receive. The girls and I came out for a couple quick errands, and it's turned into a whole day. I was like, I gotta go talk to the landlord, and as soon as possible, and that's gonna be probably tomorrow. And all we were doing is making, we stopped at McDonald's and stopped at Dollar Tree, and then I still have to go to the co-op. Get to go. I really love going to the co-op. I love shopping. I don't care if it's a Dollar Tree where you get these awesome glasses and people come up to me and say, hey, I love your glasses. I'm like, man, those Tom Fords cost like $500. These cost $1.25. So, and my favorites are still Tom Ford. Absolutely, fucking ain't no fucking doubt about that shit. And then I've got my nice Ray-Bans that I like. And then my Versace's. I love my Versace's. And moon pie. And I love my and then after all those, and I love my Gaps, but they're not sunglasses. They're my favorite reading glasses, so I hardly ever use them. I only rock those if I think I'm gonna be out in public reading, up close reading. And my Versace's are both sunglasses and reading glasses and driving glasses. 3, not both, but 3. We'll backhill. Tell them, Grandma, that we'll backhill, that we got out of the fucking prison and we're right back. Yep. My dogs got out of prison and went right back. Right back. Fuck yeah. There's somebody in the car next to me. The guys told me not to buy any fast food today besides tea. So I got this moon pie. It reminds me of when I was a kid at the drive-in. I think we've talked about this before on the show. How, dudes, 10 years of my life, about, I'm gonna guess 30% of 10 years of my life is filmed. That is not a normal thing. That is a fucking weird thing. So right here, down here, is pink. My iPhone 17,3. When I was going nuts, I was doing everything fucking, not everything, okay, 95% of what the fucking aliens were telling me to do. Can't remember most of it, but I was doing it. I was getting pulled over by cops on the streets. I was hiding from cops. I was getting harassed by cops in my house. Until they fucking came along, and I believe, unless I mean, I'm gonna look up the laws, but it looks to me like they fucking seriously fucking violated my civil rights, man. Because I think you at least have a right to know why you're being detained, and they didn't fucking tell me. I'm not saying I couldn't probably figure it out on my own, but my point is they didn't fucking tell me when I asked them over and over and over. So before I even went into the hospital and was there for 8 days, I'm newly out of the hospital. This is Marlon's new jacket, totally fucking New York right there. What was I saying? So I was doing everything they were fucking telling me. So I sorry. I've got a temper too since I got back. My temper wasn't bad before, I don't think, but before they nabbed me. But since I've been home, I'm fucking pissed. Like, I was walking one of the dogs through the parking lot here by Trader Joe's, and on Cordova in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I was walking around all by myself with the dog, one of the dogs, and I was rehearsing in my mind the next argument I'm gonna fucking get into. And I was like, Jodi, don't be fucking rehearsing getting in a big fucking fight with people, because then you end up getting in a big fucking fight with people. So I'm gonna drive to the co-op. So Marlon's up there and Pink is down here, and you're both staring at me from different angles as I film this, and I'm gonna post both because it's interesting, I guess. I mean, I find it riveting, but what the fuck? I find this whole fucking show riveting because it is. So, like, I got this gunk in my teeth from the turn off. I don't know, folks. Oh yeah, it's not gonna turn off. So I got this fucking gunk in my teeth from the moon pie, and I just want to rip somebody's fucking head off. I just want to fucking rip somebody's fucking head off and shit down their fucking throat, because I got gunk in my teeth. I bet all of you right now, exactly right now, because you eat during my show. Beautiful blouse. Yeah. Damn, very pretty blouse. Because you eat during my show, You know, y'all fucking got gunk in your teeth too. Why am I so upset? I get to eat. People who get to eat get gunk in their teeth. Oh shit. The gods told me not to drive past Santa Fe Baking Company, and I forgot. Maybe it's alright now, but... And I'm gonna call this one... And this has not... In Buddhism, nobody talks. In the Nichiren Buddhism practice that I practice, the religion, it's a religion, dudes. It's not just a fucking practice where people fucking stare at a wall and whatever, which is to say, do nothing. They stare at a fucking wall. I've stared at walls, a few walls myself. It was a nice little fucking vacation, but Nichiren Buddhism is much more active. It is a religion. So, it's not a fucking, I'm gonna stare at the wall and pretend like I'm doing something. Or not even pretend like I'm doing something. I'm rolling up the windows. Okay, shit. I'm in the wrong lane. Maybe they'll let me over. Looks like they're trying to. Thank you. If the lady fucking in front of me would pull up, then everybody'd have a little fucking room. But I think she's busy doing what I always do. Fucking with her phone. I have 2 phones now. So what they did was they said, you are such a fucking great writer for us. Writer. R-Y-D-A. That they got me a second phone, and then they upgraded it. And my other phone. So my old phone, which is an XR, this one, Marlin, they upgraded Marlin from an XR to a 16. They sent me email, like, not emails, texts, telling me this shit, dude. Believe it or not, the whole fucking point is that it's true. I'm sorry, I got in their way. I gotta get under this truck. Oh, wait, no I didn't have to. And then, yeah, we get benefits in my religion. Like, we get fucking aliens who fucking upgrade our shit for us. And then they sent me an text saying that my iPhone 16 is an iPhone 17,3. Ain't nobody on this fucking earth has one of those. Nobody but me. Because of what I'm fucking doing. And you're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know either. I'm just doing it as the fucking aliens tell me to fucking do. That's what I'm doing. And you know what? I was standing in a Dollar Tree line. It was a long fucking line, of course, because there's like 90 billion people. And not really, it was just like 6 people. 6 people in line, 2 lines, that's 3 people per line. But it was just fucking slow, okay? And I was like, antsy, wanting to jump up and down, wanting to find the best, fastest lane, which there isn't one, and wanting to, find a way where they're waiting on me instead of all these other fuckers, right? And I was like, Jodi, why in the fuck do you think you are more important than all these other fuckers who are in line? And I was like, well, it is true that I'm no more important than anybody else in the world, and that their time is as important to them as my time is to me. And then on the other side of that, I was like, yeah, but I'm a fucking votary of the Lotus Sutra. I'm doing what the fucking aliens are telling me to do. I need to fucking get out of my fucking way. Like parting of the Red Sea. and let me go pay for my shit. Instead, I waited in line, and then you got it. They're real nice people, but it was hard for me because I was like, I'm feeling like, which I gotta say, I've got a thing with that, a whole lifetime full of things with that. Like, I've suffered more than you fuckers have. Get the fuck out of my way. Get me my turkey dinner for free and fucking move. I'm not saying that's pretty. I'm not saying that's a likable thing. You guys can say, oh, you feel entitled. You're a narcissist. Guess what? I've been filming myself for 10 years. If you haven't figured out I'm a fucking narcissist, you've got your head so far up your asshole that you can see out your own eyes. You know what I mean? I'm a narcissist. I think I actually have a lot of the, qualities. The qualities of a diagnosed narcissist. I'm such a complex person. I probably have every single diagnosis that there is. I really think I do. But I'm a complex person, and that's why. I'm not only a narcissist. I might be a little of this, a little of that, a little of that, a bunch of that. And the people who know what I'm talking about, which is Sean Singer, know what I'm talking about, and everybody else is going, what in the fuck is she talking about? Watch the fucking show, stupids. Watch the fucking show and use your brains. I'm sorry I can be so mean to you dudes, but whatever. Sean Singer has invested his life in this show, and he's not on the show like he is as like that one character off of fucking Frasier. Niles' woman who never appears on screen, but he's always, his wife, he's in love with Daphne, but he's always talking about this other woman who doesn't appear on screen. In this one, I'm in love with Sean Singer, who has so far not appeared on screen. But he's a character on the show still. So gotta explain that shit. But he has invested his life into watching the show. He has. He's watched every single fucking one of them, unless occasionally missed one. And he hasn't watched it once. He's watched them over and over and over and over and over. He has made an investment of his life into this show. So that's why he knows what the fuck's going on. He made a commitment. He fucking made it. Yes, it's also true that I was a student, and I think he fell in love with me after he started watching the show. But probably the minute I walked in the room, of course. But I think that it really went to a new level when he started watching the show. So therefore, he knows what the fuck's going on. Probably better than, well, not probably, for sure better than I do or Darren does. Because we haven't even watched all of it. We post it, but that doesn't mean we've watched it before we post it. Like, we can occasionally get in trouble with YouTube because we didn't watch it. I'm trying to watch them before I post them. I don't want to get in any trouble with YouTube. I want to keep rolling so I'm sorry dudes, I don't know why they can show some bimbo's pussy in one video and they won't even let me show my tits in my video. I don't know. I watch those rap deals. It's like it's all out. What? And then I don't know. I don't know, dudes. So anyway, one thing that's really, really going on for me, and it's not talked about to my knowledge in Nichiren Daishonen's Buddhism. It's not talked about in the SGI to my knowledge. And it really is not even talked about with these meditators or yoga people. And that is the Kundalini. My Kundalini has awakened. My Kundalini has awakened. How does that have to do with the Lotus Sutra? I don't know, but I'm like trying to buy my thing, and I'm like staking like this. I don't have no fucking Parkinson's. I don't have no fucking palsy. I don't have no fucking whatever this or that. I have my fucking Kundalini awakened. I got my Kundalini awakened. I didn't want it awakened. It just fucking happened. It happened to Sean too at the same time. The benefit of that is we can make love from 2,000 miles away. 2,000 miles apart. But the drawback is you can't like button your shirt, or you can't fucking tie your shoes without shaking all over the place like a fucking conduit, like a telephone or an electrical line, like this all the time. And if you guys fucking know how to help me with that, and Sean with that, fucking make fucking comments and say, this is how you fucking calm the fuck down, your fucking Kundalini down. This is how you fucking calm your Kundalini down. It makes me hyped up. It makes me fucking... They said, are you manic? And no, I'm not manic. I just look manic. I'm not manic. I don't have bipolar. And I really don't think I have bipolar, dudes. But that Kundalini makes... For me, it makes me really, really manic. And that looks exactly like bipolar, unless it's mania, just manic. It's either just manic or it's both manic and depressive. I've never been diagnosed with bipolar in my life. Somebody wrote it on my chart as a fucking error, and they're not fucking, it's just stupid. They're not listening when I say that's not it. They don't have to listen, but it's not it. It is the Kundalini disturbance. And I've been telling these doctors, well, if you're fucking smart, you're gonna look that shit up. Because Carl Jung talked about it. He talked about Kundalini psychosis. And then, if they fucking start paying attention to what the fuck I'm telling them, they can have a positive effect on people all over the fucking world. But that's because Carl Jung talked about it, because it's a fucking true. It's a fucking fact. That some people end up with psychosis due to Eastern practices that quote, awaken or disturb the Kundalini. He talked about it a long time ago. Why do these fucking people not know about it? Why do they not even know about it? When they follow, and they should, Carl Jung's every word. These psychology people. Why would they, follow all of what he teaches and explains, except for that? Because they don't fucking get it. They don't understand it. They're like, I don't know what a Kundalini is. I don't know what it means to have a Kundalini awakened or disturbed or whatever. I don't know what they mean by Kundalini. He means by Kundalini psychosis. Look it up on Wikipedia. Look up Kundalini. You'll see Carl Jung's talking about, this Kundalini psychosis. So what I really need to be doing, and I hope this is expounding the law, is expound the law a little bit, dudes. one of the things that, like, I've known people who are like, yeah, I see aliens, yeah, I saw an alien, yeah, there's a UFO, blah, 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 and I go, yeah, I believe you, but you're fucking nuts. You know, I believe that it's true, but you are fucking nuts still, right? Stay there, girls. So I'm just gonna go in and leave you girls out here, so. Okay, Grandma. I wanna go in. No. I might see my friends in there, Grandma. I want to go in. I'm going in then. Okay. Okay, I'll let you, Dobby. I'm going in. Okay. Let's see. So we're not quite going in yet. I'm rolling down the windows. Get a little air. I don't want the windows down. But I got to. Okay. We're in the shade. And so, so one thing I told the universe, you know, along the way is like, I see ghosts, I see spirits, I see the dead, I see the spirits of living people, people who are alive and far away from me. I channel living and I channel dead, you know, like my dogs and, you know, people and shit. Share. But, so I channel people, I have all these experiences, but I was like, but I am absolutely not interested in seeing any fucking UFOs. It's just weird, it's scary. I don't want to fucking see any UFOs, any aliens. And then I said, but I do want to communicate with and understand the gods. I didn't realize that the gods are aliens. Fucking weird. You know, in Buddhism we have the sun god. We have the moon god. Goddesses or whatever. They could be goddesses or gods. I can't quite remember. I think they're sun god, and you'll get to go. Just sit back in the back for now. Sonny's gonna stay out. You'll get to go. Isn't this the most beautiful silk scarf? I'm gonna paint it with ink and make a really beautiful rock star piece, but for now I'm wearing it. But, you know, I don't know why I'm so fucking mad. Maybe because a fucking couple of shit cunt cops came to my fucking house, put handcuffs on my ass, and dragged me to the fucking hospital. I actually went willingly. I'm not gonna fight those fuckers. You'll get serious fucked up doing that shit. I've never resisted arrest. I bitched at him the whole way. You know I did. I called that one dude. His name is Dick Smoking Brogan. I called him that in front of everybody in the hospital. I'm like, hey, Dick Smoking Brogan, you have a fucking nice night, Dick Smoking Brogan. I said it every time. Even after he was gone, I was calling him Dick Smoking Brogan. And then that D. Lopez, I called him Dr. Lopez. Out of mockery, he's not a fucking doctor. So, you know, I'm mad. I'm mad. People don't like to be treated like that. People don't like to feel like their home is not safe. I'm going to be honest. I have positive kind of rapport with Darren right now, but that doesn't mean what happened hadn't happened. That's why I got rid of Darren, because I didn't feel safe in my home. Now I've got my own home with my dogs and my cat and my pets and my beautiful paintings and my beautiful home that I work constantly on. I fucking never stop working on that fucking thing. Except for when I was in the fucking hospital and all I was doing was itching to get back home and clean house. But now that I've made my home safe, I can't I'm still not safe because these fuckers can come in, knock on the door, and just, you know, I'm gonna say drag, even though I volunteered. I mean, I went. I didn't volunteer. I fucking went. I didn't resist arrest. But a couple fucking losers can come to knock on your door and drag you away to some place and have you locked up for over a week, and your dogs, and what? That makes me mad. Fucking makes me mad. I don't fucking like it. And if I have to fucking do that to somebody else someday, I'm sorry. You know, if I have one of my fucking neighbors acting like a fucking psycho, and I have to have him detained, then I have to do it. Shit, what goes around comes around. But what I'm trying to say is, it wasn't one of my neighbors. It was some fucking strange lady. Never heard of in my fucking life. Supposedly a fucking doctor. So anyway, I don't care. Why? I don't care the fucking details. I don't care how, you know, my culpability in it or their culpability. I'm fucking mad. I don't have to fucking have a reason. My reasons are my own fucking reasons. You don't have to fucking agree with them. Shit. I came to this fucking town to be supported as an artist. I hope it happens. Thank goodness I came up with the idea of this fucking show. Can't explain why it's so important that this show exists, other than to say, all the while I've been trying to create a body of work and painting, blah 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 blah, get a gallery, blah 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 blah, shit, stuff. This show has continued. All while I was falling all over myself just to try to paint a few pictures and get them hung up in a fucking gallery or a venue in this town. All along, while they were still in my house, still in my other house, while they were stealing all my art, while they expelled us from our gallery, while they fucking were doing all this shit to us. Whether you think we're guilty of something or not, I don't give a fuck. Like I already said, it's still what happened. And but we had the cameras rolling. That's what matters. That's what matters. We had the cameras rolling. And let's hope that this is me expounding the law. Let me think of one story. So we have sun god, moon goddess, and, you know, as I go through these mental things, I'm like, oh my goodness. The sun is literally our god. And the moon is literally our goddess. And it's also Luna. And Nichiren, sunshine, is what? The sun. And Dobby is the earth. And the cat, Gata, is the water. All the water in the world. And so anyway, I mean, that I don't know what else to say. So when I was talking about the parable of the great ox cart, the rich man who had a big mansion, but all his children, bunches of children, were in this mansion, and I hope, I'm gonna say this is close anyway, read it yourself, in the Lotus Sutra, translated by Burton Watson. You can get it through the SGI USA, and you can get it through the app. So, SGI-USA.org, and then SGI-USA in the app stores. So his children, the house caught on fire. The house caught on fire. It was full of demons, full of snakes, full of all these horrific, terrible things, and he tried to get the children to leave, but they wouldn't leave. So they had drunk poison and were out of their minds. And so he said, well, the only thing I could do is run off and give word that I've died. So he went away to a distant land, sent word that he was dead, and then they cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. Because he had given them the good medicine, but they wouldn't take it. They were so out of their minds. And so then later he came back and he said, okay, are you dudes ready to fucking take this medicine? And they did, and they escaped the burning house, and they found the great ox cart as a gift from the Father to all of them. And they got in the great ox cart and flew around all over the place and out in outer space and stuff. Fucking weird, huh? That was expounded 2,500 years ago. That wasn't last week, where we have all these satellites and we have all this stuff in outer space. Okay, dudes. Thanks for watching. I gotta go. Okay, see you guys soon. Thanks for letting me be just an angry, bitter bitch. Love you, dudes. I love you for watching. And I love you, Sean Singer, for watching. I'm crazy about that guy.